Hello, fellow creatives. It is day 25 of the 30 Days of Painted Elephants project and vlog every day in August. I cannot believe there is only 5 days left. And the question on today's Veda calendar is, what is your preferred method of transportation? That's a really weird question. But when I sit and think about it, I think that my preferred method of transportation is for somebody else to drive. Anytime I'm going anywhere with my husband, he is the driver. And I actually enjoy taking the train when I live in a city that has a train, because then I don't have to drive and I don't have to worry about traffic and other people on the road. And I can multitask and I can do other things while I'm driving, like read a book or listen to a podcast or sketch in my sketchbook. So my preferred form of transportation is as a passenger, I guess. That is my answer for today's Veda question. It's an odd one. I never really thought of any of that before. So on to today's painting, day 25 of the 30 Days of Painted Elephants project. I am going to bounce back to the Technicolor elephant shape. I did that with watercolor the other day, and I was kind of thinking this morning that I would like to try my hand at painting watercolors in like pastel and see what that looks like. So I busted out a couple of my other watercolors. This is like a pearlescent watercolor palette. It says it's Yasutomo. So I did this little test strip to see what the colors would look like, but I also need to test if my micron pens will draw over top of it, because I have an idea for what I'm gonna do. So that's something to note if you're ever working with watercolor and mixed media. Always do a test first. Don't get all in love with a painting only to find out, like I did in one of my first watercolor paintings, that the Uniball gel pen, the white gel pen, ain't gonna write over top of that watercolor. The pigment just sucked it up into the roller ball and it just totally died. Learn from my mistakes and test. And I have one of these really super cheap palette. I don't believe that these are actually watercolor. There's something else. There's zero branding on this thing. I have no idea what it is. It's something from Michael's that I picked up for like $7 or maybe even $5. This is like your children's gouache kindergarten paint kind of thing. So I'm gonna test that out, but I have a feeling that the markers, the micron pens, are not going to write over that very well. So I've already sketched out my elephant using my window as my tracing table. I think that that's kind of fun and funny. As I'm talking about the window right now, there's like a giant gecko showing me his belly. Hi, buddy. They really like my windows. But I digress. That is the plan for today, day 25. Only 5 days to go, peeps. cute little watercolor elephant is now done. Here it is. I don't know if you can see the shimmer, but it's very pearlescent. That's what those watercolors did, which is very cool in real life. I dig it. I really have intentions to go over with the black marker and do all of these really cool henna designs. But honestly, the dark black on the watercolor just was a little bit too much. Sometimes you gotta roll with the punches, so I'm not gonna ruin it by putting all this black ink all over it. Not only that, but my micron pens are not working very well. I find I have yet to really discover a marker that has a good quality ink that lasts very long. I don't use my micron and my Pitt pens very often, and I find that they are just not holding up to the rigor that I need them to do with my mixed media work. So if you have a mixed media pen that rocks and writes over paint and watercolor and glue and all of the mixed media stuff that I use, then please, please, please let me know and put a link to where I can buy it. And that is a wrap for day 25 of the 30 Days of Painted Elephants project and vlog every day in August. If you've been tuning in but haven't subscribed, please do so. My goal is to hit 100 before the 30 Days of Elephant project is left. I only have 5 days left, people. 5 days to get 15 subscribers. Please help me out. You would be making my whole project worthwhile. Hey, and give me a thumbs up if you liked the pastel watercolor. I might try it again. That's all for today, folks. I will see you tomorrow.